Hey guys, Andrew the Realtor here. So welcome to my, I guess, April newsletter. Listen guys, I try to make this fast. First of all, thank you for watching these videos in the first place. Thank you for watching my newsletter. I try to get the right information. This past month, I think I sent out an email, not even the newsletter, in terms of what was happening with the mortgage deferral. I get a bunch of you guys thanking me for the info. Actually, a few of you called me, which I appreciate. So listen guys, here's what I want to let you know. So you know what the market's actually doing. Even this morning, I was watching a news program. I won't say which news. But some of the numbers they were showing were kind of, not that they were wrong, they weren't showing them in the proper context. They were kind of intellectually dishonest. And some of them were Canada-wide, which means nothing for the GTA, certainly, because our market is so very different. So I want to show you something that I've been showing to a lot of folks recently. I just did this at a seminar. And so you guys know exactly where you're at. You're homeowners, and most of you, some of you might still be looking. I want you guys to see what's actually happening with the market. And I'll tell you what's going to happen. And you know what? See if I'm right. I've been right so far. Well, except for the COVID thing, I think everybody cut that one off. Take a look at this. So I've been showing this to a lot of folks in terms of March. You'll see the stats. Let me see here. Oh man, when you want it to work, it doesn't. That's what I need to do. I need to minimize myself. Hint, hint. So guys, here we go. I'm going to show you something here. Stats. You know I love stats. If nothing else, they back up what I'm saying. So I'll show you guys real quick. Some of this you will not see anywhere else, which I like saying, because you won't. Here's what it is. Here's March numbers. You'll see the actual graphic in the newsletter, but look at this. March 2020 versus 2019, huge drop, huge increase in sales. So March busy month. That was just last month, even with COVID and all that. Look at numbers, average price, 78 versus 902. It's about 14% increase. Huge increase from the year before. So one of the main reasons, if you look at the bottom there, active listings down 31.5%. So a third less inventory. With the demand that we have in the GTA, what do you expect with the prices? So the prices are going to go up. So here is stuff that I want you guys to see. So you don't panic. Market's not dropping. Trust me, it's not dropping. I'll tell you why. And all it is slowing down to quite a bit. Here's basically what happened before I get to these numbers, guys. If you're going to have a situation like COVID, I heard this from a guy who really knows his stuff, and so I'm going to kind of copy what he said. If you're going to have this situation at any time in terms of the housing market, to minimize damage to buyers, minimize damage to equity, minimize damage to sellers, minimize damage to the overall housing market, which is very important for the city of Toronto and the GTA as a whole. If you're going to have it any time, have it during the second craziest spring market in decades. And that's exactly what happened. March 10th, you guys might recall, March 10th, that's when we found out that schools and daycares, etc., are going to be closed after the March break, and during March break, daycares started closing as well. That was a big deal. It rocked a lot of people. That's when the whole closing down started to really, really take hold. Watch these numbers. Showing stats, and I'm going to show you the offer stats. Watch this. This 66.1, this is how much showings dropped second half of March compared to the first half of March. Huge drop. Showing stats last week of February versus last week of March, down 77%. Offers down 60% and 75% if you compare the last 2 weeks of the months. What's the point? Why am I telling you this? This is what's happening in the market right now. If people are showing, well, I'll show you these numbers. This is the new norm, guys. For the next few weeks, this is going to be the new norm. Just a few showings. If it was 2 to 3 showings a day, 1 to 2 showings a day for a listing, now it's 1 a day, 1 every other day, or so. A lot of them are being done online. I'm doing a lot of stuff via virtual tours, Matterports, doll houses, and those kinds of things, so people can see more online. Occasionally, people still want to see the house, obviously. We do our best to keep the doors open, lights on. Nobody touches anything but the front door knob. To walk in, take a look at the place, don't touch anything, don't use the bathroom, and get the heck out, but have a chance to look at the house. So that is still happening. Offers, same thing. This is the new norm, guys. Listings. Here's something interesting. Like some of you know, if you know anybody, you have friends that are looking to buy or sell, or maybe already are, for some reason didn't call me. This is exclusive listings, meaning that they're not on MLS, but they're actually exclusive, meaning that they're available to buy. They probably have an exclusive on their for sale sign, or they have a coming soon, or they have no for sale sign at all. Nonetheless, you've got this going on, and the numbers are dropped less than offers and registrations. What does that mean? People actually still want to sell. The truth is, guys, let's be honest. We all wish for things to be a little bit more normal. We all want to get back to at least something closer to normal. Be able to go out and work, for a lot of you. Be able to do things. Be able to go outside to the park, for heaven's sake. So just like that, a lot of people that want to sell are still trying to sell. Maybe just not on MLS. Maybe they want to, they're understanding it's the reality of life. They're putting it on. So guys, here's what's happening in the actual market. Now I wanted to show you this, and I'm gonna get a little bit bigger here. I'll show you a map of Broker Bay here. The exclusive listings, this is a map of them. So guys, I get access to this on a regular basis. Some of you know that, some of you don't. There's actual listings on here, if I was going to zoom in, that I have right now. They're exclusive. They're going to be going on MLS later. The point being, I have access to this. If anybody looking to buy, I have access to this kind of thing. Not every realtor does. A few of us do. Here's what I wanted to tell you guys and not bore you with a bunch of stats. You're reading a newsletter. In my newsletters, I try to give you information that you guys will actually use, at least mentally. Your homeowners, you want to make sure your equity is good. Why is the market not going down? It's not going to go down in price. It is not. It's going to be, all that's happened right now is the spring premium gone because of the COVID situation. Thank God for the timing, to be honest with you. So now it's slow showings, slow sales, a little bit of people putting, a few people putting their homes on the market, a few people buying those homes. And so one thing I've been telling people, if you know anyone who's looking to buy, this is a good time because you actually help somebody. If their house is on the market right now, they need to sell. In all seriousness, they need to sell. We don't take advantage. I've never worked with anyone like that. I refuse to work with people like that. And frankly, you can't take advantage of people. There's still financing and banks and everything else that is still open. But you could help somebody live out their year plan in terms of selling and moving on with life. And so I tell buyers that. What I'll tell you guys that is, this month, March was very busy. April, this month, it's going to be a little slow, probably 3,000 to 4,000 active sales. Next month, May, watch what will happen. First half, not so busy. Second half is going to be busier. By June, it's going to be quite a bit busier. Here's what I'm telling you guys. I'm not a procrastinator. If I knew the future, I'd make a lot more money, trust me. But I'll tell you this. I feel personally, personal opinion, we're probably getting, things are going to start to normalize at least a little bit, probably by June. By that time, markets should also begin to normalize. When things normalize, market's right behind it. And what happens is, all that pent-up demand that is currently there, people that are going to buy, they're not doing it because of the COVID thing. Maybe they're afraid of losing their job and that kind of thing. Hopefully that's not the case for some of you, but I understand if it is. Well, those people are going to go right back into the market. And I think it's going to be a fairly busy and active market probably for the rest of the year because you're going to make up for all the time we lost during COVID. So that said, guys, let me take business aside. Look, I've told you guys before, and I'll tell you again, if you're watching this video, you're probably from all over different parts of the GTA. If you guys need anything and you can't get it yourself and you don't have somebody immediately around you that you can't get it, call me. You have my numbers. Find me. I'll come get it for you. In all seriousness, I can take care of quite a lot of things. I know a lot of people. I have a lot of contacts. Quite frankly, these days, I'm busy, very busy, but I'm not too busy for you guys. If you guys need anything, reach out. You want to chat, reach out. I have a friend who's got disabilities. He can't leave anywhere. He's bored as can be. What you do? He calls me. We chat for a little bit. Try to cheer him up a little. So guys, I can do the same for you if you need it. Maybe I'll need it from you. Guys, take care of yourselves. Please read the rest of the newsletter. Hopefully some good information. If you have questions, contact me. I'm around. Thank you guys. See you next month.